another rockin' show at Music at the Library here in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm your host, Katherine Johns, and I am so excited to be here today with you all to introduce a wonderful, talented country music artist, MOSCHOLL Rigsby, formerly from Georgia. She and her husband, Ron Rigsby, who is a Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer, as well as music artist. They now reside in Leapers Fork, and they have been riding up a storm as they are so excited to share with you today some of their originals that they have sung, produced, and MOSCHOLL's latest, first big album will be coming out on iTunes, Reverb Nation, Amazon, and CD Baby, as well as Spotify. So make sure you check that out because that comes out next Friday, October 12th. But let's get this party started. Please help me welcome today MOSCHOLL and Ron Rigsby.
Came out west together with a common desire. The fever we had might have set the West Coast on fire. 2 months later, got trouble in mind, 'cause my baby moved out and left me behind. And it's alright, 'cause it's midnight and I got 2 more bottles of wine. Well, the way he left really turned my head around. Seemed like overnight he just up and put me down. Ain't gonna let it bother me today, 'cause I've been working and I'm too tired anyway. And it's alright, 'cause it's midnight, I got 2 more bottles of wine. Well, I'm 1,600 miles from the people I know, and I've been doing all I can, but opportunity sure comes slow. I thought I'd be a big star by today, but I've been sleeping anywhere else in West LA. And it's alright, 'cause it's midnight, I got 2 more bottles of wine. Favorites. Gonna get a little tuning going here. So y'all like old country? I was raised on it, bluegrass too, and thought we'd start out doing some of the songs I just kind of grew up on singing, and some of my heroes. And that was, I know that song was sung by Martina McBride, but it was also sung before that, Emmylou Harris, who was also one of my heroes. So how about a little Hank Williams Jr.?
Oh yeah.
Do it Rigsby style.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up for me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right me one for 5 or 10 cents. Keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Hey, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up for me? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up? How's about cooking something up for me? You like that old country? I know I do. Where would we be without it?
Time in school, it pays. Did you know that high school graduates earn more money than those who drop out? If you drop out of high school, you may earn only $18,000 a year. Finish high school, and you can add another $8,000 a year to your paycheck. Add up the difference, and adults with a high school diploma will earn over $250,000 more than a high school dropout. Time in school, it pays. This Choose Success moment has been brought to you by the Middle Tennessee P16 Council.
Do we have any Patty Loveless fans in the audience?
Yeah.
Well, I know you all back there do, because I can tell.
They look like Patty Love's fans.
Okay, here's one for you.
They say I seem different now. Hope I'm wiser anyhow. I've had some time to learn a thing or two. I know that change has done me good, but I don't feel like I wish I would. Yeah, sometimes I miss who I was with you. Every time your name comes up, I just smile, don't say too much. My buttons push, my heart gets stuck again. I pray it's just a passing thought. We both know we're better off, but sometimes I miss who I was with you. Stormy days and sleepless nights, sometimes we even got it right. Can't believe what we put each other through. In spite of all our chemistry, some things just aren't meant to be. Yeah, sometimes I miss who I was with you. Every time your name comes up, I just smile, don't say too much. My buttons push, my heart gets stuck again. I pray it's just a passing thought, 'cause we both know we're better off, but sometimes I miss who I was with you. Yeah, sometimes I miss who I was with you. I guess we better get off into a little of the stuff I ain't heard before.
Okay.
My husband is an incredible songwriter and, of course, producer. He's produced this whole entire project on me. He's really proud of it. It's just a dream come true. Appreciate all you coming out today, too. But I want him to sing a song that he wrote. just about this chasing this crazy dream. Everybody does it, comes out here. We all know what we're talking about because about 90% of the people out here are doing the same thing. So one big family, but one's chasing dreams.
When I left home some years ago, my guitar on my back, carrying everything that I own in a worn-out gun aside. I left my home to chase a dream that said that would never come true. I guess that Mom and Dad were right, but what else could I do? Lord, Lord, I don't want to face them and admit that they were right. I can't stand to hear I told you so, but I'll make it home tonight. I know that they still love me, but I know that I can't stay. When I hear that lonesome whistle blow, I'll be back on my way. Chasing dreams and chasing rainbows to get that pot of gold. We'll put the gray tone in your hair and make a man feel old. It'll drive a good man crazy when there's someone he can't hold. It'll break the love in a woman's heart and make her love grow cold. Chasing dreams and chasing rainbows to get that pot of gold. We'll put the gray tone in your hair and make a man feel old. It'll drive a good man crazy when there's someone he can't hold. It'll break the love in a woman's heart and break her love grow cold. Thanks, folks. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. That's pretty much a true story that a friend of mine by the name of David Coffey and I wrote for a project that I have coming out later on. Mm-hmm. We'll not talk about that, though. We're here to talk about your stuff, baby.
Us.
Yeah.
Be nowhere without him, that's for sure. The title to this project is What's Not to Love About Georgia, and obviously from Georgia. And we met there. My sister actually had a friend that knew him, and we just crossed paths, and he was going to produce this project on me 5 years ago. And instead, we decided to fall in love with each other. And it was kind of crazy. It just happened. It's one of those, I'm not looking, but, here it is,
When you least expect it to.
That's right. That's right. We actually sang at a wedding for a couple of friends, and it was on, wasn't it?
Pretty much so.
So the title cut to the song, What's Not to Love About Georgia, a friend, Mike Mobley, actually wrote the song, and
We adjusted.
we adjusted it just a little to fit us the best, with his blessing, of course. And we'll just let you hear it and see what you think. Calls me his baby, this blue-eyed boy who grew up in Kentucky with a banjo and a cane pole. And I just laugh it off when he makes fun of the way I talk with my accent. It's different, but he loves it. We're from separate sides of the fence, but I've been in love with him ever since. We stole those peaches off the tree, walked through that orchard bare feet, got his first taste of while I'm wearing his Kentucky ball cap with my hair back. Oh, he loves that. And I think it's so sweet the way he's starting to sound like me when he talks with a southern drawl. Yeah, I'm rubbing off. Baby, I could get used to this. I started thinking that ever since we stole those peaches off the tree, walked through that orchard bare feet, got his first taste of sugar cane, his kiss was so sweet. We laid a blanket on the coast, feeling that ocean breeze blow. That night we let it go, woke up on a beach. I said, don't you love this place? Magnolias and sunny days. He said, all I know is I can't stop falling for you. Baby, what's not to love about Georgia? We laid a blanket on the coast, feeling that ocean breeze blow. That night we let it go, woke up on a beach. I said, don't you love this place? Magnolias and sunny days. He said, all I know is I can't stop falling for you. Baby, what's not to love about Georgia? Thank you very much. You guys like that? Jingle bells, like it. Of course, that is a very raw cut, you know, acoustic version. It's much bigger and brighter on the CD.
Yeah.
Give it a listen.
It's got
It's
a
very
banjo on
special to us.
Is this one out now?
This song is actually not coming out until the CD next Friday.
Don't you have something on iTunes?
I do. Actually, we can do one of those songs. It's on Sing 'Cause I Live To and Be. This song is on iTunes. You can buy it right now. It was actually the first single off the project. So, it's Sing 'Cause I Love To. It also has to do, I grew up in a family who played music all my life. 8 years old, I was on a stage, and I play music every Saturday night in my life, and this is about that, and being raised in it, and like Ron here.
So he knew that you could sing.
Well, that was the reason we met,
Okay.
was for him to produce, be my producer, and work with me musically. And we met one brief time, and then about 6 months later sang at a wedding together for two mutual friends, and just don't know what happened.
I don't have an explanation for it. But I will tell you I'm happy.
Thank you. Across the street from Granny's store, bells moaning in the wee small hours, and you couldn't make the people go home. I'd sit in Mom's lap and she'd rock me to sleep to Amazing Grace in three-part harmony. High and low, rough and sweet, and if you couldn't play, you brought something to eat. Folks that come from miles around, it got in my blood and I can't get it out. It instills your heart, there ain't nothing you can do. There wasn't much money, I just sing 'cause I love to. Check it out. And there's a little bit more to it, but we'll let you go see. Go get it, see it. Thank you, thank you.
You can check it out on iTunes
It's yep.
and Reverb Nation and your website.
Yeah, my website. I'll hand out some. I've got some cards I'll give you guys, and I also have a copy of the CD somewhere. Here it is.
It is MESCHOLL, spelled a little different.
Yeah, it's,
MESCHELL.
yeah, these are the CDs that will be coming out next Friday. So I'll have these. Yeah. That's the. Am I holding it too high?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
yeah.
But this is it, and a 14-song project, and we were blessed to get to work with Marty Raven. I know a lot of people know him from Shenandoah, the group Shenandoah. He's a single artist now, Marty Raven. Great friend, great songwriter, and we did a song. It's All Came Through the Blood. It's a bluegrass gospel song, and I always try to incorporate gospel into anything I do because, let's face it, I wouldn't be anything without my Savior. And yeah, and I'm not ashamed to say it, I love Jesus.
Absolutely. So do I.
Yeah. But we're very blessed, and we feel like He's gave us all the talent and this incredible love we share, and we just enjoy what we do. So we hope that, we can share some of that with y'all. One of the songs that I'll do from the project is, the words are just incredible. Listen to the words. My voice is rough today. I'm sorry. I just about don't have a voice. It's called Letters in Red. And when I heard it, it touched home, and I knew that a lot of people could relate to it, because what do you do when things go wrong? I turn to the Bible, and I try to find an answer because that's where they're at.
Kids across Tennessee are joining the Tennessee Waterworks program to protect water, but grown-ups can help without ever having to get their feet wet. Just show your parents and teachers how to go to TennesseeWaterworks.com. Here, they can learn things they can do every day to stop pollution. They can even find out who to call at local stormwater agencies. Being water smart is easy as TennesseeWaterworks.com. Even grown-ups can do it.
He stood in the pulpit, it rained fire and brimstone as he shook his fist in the air. Mom put her hand on my shoulder and softly said, no need to be scared. It's just his way. All he's really trying to say is do unto others, spread love as you go. Always remember you reap what you sow, and when life seems impossible, nowhere to turn, don't forget. You can pick up the good book, turn to the letters in red. In this life I've been face to face with the devil and can't say that I've always won. The my trials and my tribulations, I'm happy with who I've become. Yeah, the road's been long, but these words help the weak be strong. Whoa. Do unto others, spread love as you go. Always remember you reap what you sow, and when life seems impossible, nowhere to turn, don't forget. You can pick up the good book, turn to the letters and read. I know I'll never live the way that my mama did. All I can do is keep trying. I can still hear her say, do unto others, spread love as you go. Always remember you reap what you sow, and when life seems impossible, nowhere to turn, don't forget. You can pick up the good book, turn to the letters and read. Thank you so much. Isn't that a special song? Those words are just really incredible. I love the stories. The
Yeah,
songs.
me too. I have to tell y'all folks something. I am the blessed guy in town.
He's no more blessed than I am.
And this project has no songs on it that ain't positive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some heartbreak songs on the project, but it's stuff that she and or I or both of us together have experienced throughout our lives. And I made a point to, whenever we were picking songs, you know, to think about stuff that would be positive and uplifting for anybody that would just by chance happen to hear it on the radio or hear it in somebody's stereo, or you know, that kind of thing. And the songs are really, really good. And I have a special thanks to our really, really close friend Michael Curtis.
Oh yeah, he
Couldn't
was
have done it without Michael.
right arm in getting a lot of the songs. A lot of songwriters, there's just a million of them I want to thank, can't name them all, but just made this all possible and made it happen. Incredible musicians, some of the best musicians in the world really are on this project. Speaking of Reggie Young, I'm going to brag on him because I can. He's just a great guy. Probably a lot of you know him, Leapers Fork guy, and he's 71 now, I think. 70, 71.
No, I think he's 39.
Is he? You can edit that, right?
Please do.
He was my friend. I just lost a friend. But anyway, I was reading because I was doing some research, and he is one of the most recorded guitarists in history. And that was cool. And he is just the sweetest, most humble person that you'll ever meet. And I was blessed and had the honor to get to work with him on this project. He's on there, and he's played on a lot of songs like The Fireman, George Strait, and Waylon Jennings, and just there's Son of a Preacher Man, Dusty Springfield. That was him. There's just too many, huh? Probably. I don't know, but he's played on.
I don't remember everything that he's done, but I know I've had a chance for the last about 4 or 5 years playing a band with him. It's a local kind of a under the radar band that maybe some of you folks have had an opportunity to hear. It's the Homer Deaver Band, and it's kind of based out of Leapers Fork, and Reggie's the resident lead guitarist, and also his wife is
Jeannie.
She's special.
This great
too.
people.
Jeannie, she's a cello, classically trained cello.
And she is on this as well.
Yeah, we've got songs on here, folks. I promise you that if you take time search it out and listen, you'll get a blessing, and you'll just say, wow, that touches my heart, because I know I know how it touched mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of these songs I can't hardly really even talk about because it shakes me up.
Yeah, when we were actually in the studio recording, I would start singing, and I would actually start crying. I had to quit because it would get to me so much. I feel them all so much. And I know if you guys get it and you listen to it, you will too. I think it just touches everybody who's been in a place, you know, and there's a song on there too called Good Place to Turn Around. It's probably the most powerful song on there because it talks about how you just start going through life and you're just making every wrong turn possible, and you can't see the way back, and talks about a good place to turn around, and you turn into God and saying, you know, it's amazing, and just the words and it's just great.
Yeah.
But we're excited to share that and be a part of it, be a part of these songs. And back to the musicians, of course, Jimmy Lee Sloas, he's one of our very best friends, and he's bass player of the year, second time in a row, and he's going to hate I'm bragging on him, but I'm going to. And he's on the entire project as well, and you'll hear him on the radio just about every song you hear. He's incredible. So these are the kind of people that we got to work with, and it was just a huge blessing, and they're a big part of it. So we're excited about it and want to share it with you.
We don't want to forget about our buddy Chad Cromwell.
Chad Cromwell, and yeah, and I mean the list is just,
it's huge.
It's huge. Chad Cromwell, he's major drummer, been around for years. You can Google these people. These are Googleable.
Dropping names,
we're name dropping. No, I'm thanking them. I'm so thankful and feel so blessed to have got to work with them. It's just exciting, very exciting.
You want to sing another one?
We can do whatever you want to do.
Let's sing another one.
Okay.
Want to?
Okay.
Right then. Did you tell them, you know, some of these songs that we've done that's kind of cover songs?
Yeah, we talked about some of the first ones I did was, you know, Martina McBride, Emmylou Harris, those people. Influences, huge.
On all of us.
And more current, I guess, Leanne Womack is one of my favorites too. She just has the
She's awesome.
Sweetest voice. Yes, she does.
She's got an angel voice, and I've had the privilege to get to meet her a few times, and she is as sweet as you think she is.
Well, I met her with you, remember?
Yeah.
He must not remember. See, he really thinks she's pretty, so I just faded out in that whole thing. He didn't even know I was there. Y'all heard it. We got it on tape. I'm going to need a copy of that, so.
I'm going to have to defend myself. My wife is beautiful. And, I don't
He's reeling it back, ain't he? He's getting that thing. He is backpedaling now.
You ready?
I hope my voice holds out. If it doesn't, please
forgive me. You didn't warm up before you started singing today, did you?
I did too. I'm tired. Take it up a bit. Ain't it just like one of us to pick up the phone and call after a couple drinks and say how you been? I've been wondering if maybe you've been thinking about me. And then somewhere in the conversation, old familiar invitation always arrives. And I may hate myself in the morning, but I'm gonna love you tonight. Everyone's known someone that they just can't help but want. And even though we try to make it work out well, the want to lingers on. So once again we wind up in each other's arms, pretending that it's right. And I may hate myself in the morning, but I'm gonna love you tonight. I know it's wrong, but it ain't easy moving on. So why can't two friends remember the good once again. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'll be feeling a little guilty, a little sad, thinking how it used to be before everything went bad. And I guess that's what it is, the lonely late night calls like this that we try to find. And I may hate myself in the morning, but I'm gonna love you tonight. And I may hate myself in the morning, but I'm gonna love you tonight.
Now you see why I like Leanne Womack. 'Cause she sings that good.
Thank you. Well, another one of my favorites, Keith Urban, and I touched his boot at a concert. I did.
Oh my gosh.
You like Tim McGraw? Did you get to touch his boot at a concert yet? You wish?
Tim McGraw?
Yeah, we
like Tim McGraw.
we like Tim McGraw too.
Yeah.
There's not many I don't like.
He's really a cool guy. I really have to tell you.
I like Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton rocks, don't he? He's awesome.
He's a funny guy.
He's hilarious. Got a lot of good people. This is one of my, I got to do a little Keith Urban. The reason I love this song is actually sang at a wedding, actually 3 weddings this year, and the words are great. I just love it because I feel it, and when I feel something, I can really sing it. We're going to try this one.
Let me try that again.
You want to try that again?
I don't want to do that.
Well, I know there's a reason, and I know there's a rhyme. We were meant to be together, and that's why. We can roll with the punches. We can stroll hand in hand. And when I say it's forever, will you understand that you're always in my heart, you're always on my mind. When it all becomes too much, you're never far behind. And there's no one that comes close to you, could ever take your place. 'Cause only you can love me this way. Could have turned a different corner. I could have gone another place. But I'd have never had this feeling that I feel today. There's no one that comes close to you, could ever take your place, 'cause only you can love me this way. Only you can love me this way. Thank you, such a good audience.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. We'll probably do one or two more
Yeah.
if you like, but we want to let y'all ask any questions you might ask. And if you request for us to leave, we're going to play anyway. We're going to stay. So,
We ain't leaving that easy.
You sang at so many weddings. Who sang at yours?
who sang at mine? Who sang at mine? Oh, we know. One of our closest friends as well, he's also a part of this project, Terry Hall, one of our great friends. He's got an amazing voice too.
Awesome.
And he sings a lot with us. We play around here at Puckett's quite a bit. Here in downtown Nashville, you can catch us there. We're there about once a month.
Yeah.
We're going to try to start doing that more, so look for Ron and Michelle Rigsby there. You come out, that's always fun. We always have a great, more bluegrass, but we throw some country in too. It's big time. But he comes there and sings with us a lot. But that's who sang at our wedding. And we also had a sax player, and he is just phenomenal, from Florida. He lives in Florida now.
Yeah.
I can't say his name.
Well, I'm going to call him by his name. His name is Jerry D.
Well, I can say that one.
Yeah.
That's not the one he goes by.
He's got a stage name that's it's pretty amazing, but I can't pronounce neither of them.
It's like Aaron Abu or something like that.
Perfect. You just
No, that ain't right. It's longer than Aaron. You know what I mean? And Abu might be right, but I'm from Georgia. We can't. We're good. We're lucky anybody can understand anything we say. So
You rubbing off.
I'm rubbing off, ain't I?
I want to ask a question. There was a man here, and unfortunately he had to take off, but he said you had a Ron Rigsby guitar, or is it a Ron Rigsby banjo?
Mhm.
Can you tell us about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm I guess more known for being a banjo player, and I've traveled a lot of different places and played on a lot of different records and stuff, projects for different ones, but I also play guitar too, and it's about my beautiful wife here, trying to get her project launched, and it's supposed to drop here real soon. You say it on the 12th? 12th of this month, October the 12th. So I left it at home, but
I'll intercept here because I fell in love with his banjo. I love banjo, and he is probably the best I've ever heard.
Oh.
He is. No, he is. I'm not. I thought that before I knew and loved him. I did. My judgment's not cloudy here. It's right. But he is on this project with that banjo and a lot of the songs. So yeah, and he's singing on it, and he's a big part of it. It's not. It's about us. It's not about me.
Well, we recorded the bulk of it at our home studio that we have in an old church that I bought several years back and renovated into our home, and it's got a studio in it as well. It's really cool, and it's fun to record in our place. And
Home setting. I recorded in my pajamas and bare feet, the whole thing. So y'all can think about that, ponytail about right here. It was great. No makeup.
Right.
Did you get a picture of that, Ron?
He did, actually. He did. He's been swore to secrecy, though.
Yes, I have.
My husband did a lot of album covers back in RCA.
Yeah. May I ask his name?
Herb Burnett. He was a photographer and
I'm not just saying that, but I think I remember hearing that name.
we had an office down on Music Road.
Yeah.
And we dealt a lot with Jack Clement
Yes.
and Bill Hall.
I know Jack Clement. I've known him for many years.
Yeah, you know Bill Hall, who was his partner?
Not as well as Jack.
Well, Bill died probably about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But he did a lot of Waylon Jennings.
Yeah. You know.
And the Outlaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the band that I mentioned earlier, the Homer Deaver Band, has Waylon's drummer that played for him for like a lot of years, was his road manager and what have you, Richie Albright. And, you know, everybody really knows that the area that we live in is known for a lot of music and all different types of music. It's not just country, it's not just bluegrass, it's gospel and rock and roll and, you know, all kinds of music. But having the chance to play in that band was just incredible because I had Richie as the drummer, David Smith as the bass player, Reggie Young that we mentioned earlier is the guitar player, and we had guest steel guitar players a lot, but the last few years we've had Robbie Turner as the steel player, and Jenny Young was playing the fiddle and the cello for us, and the leader of the band, you know, he was gracious enough to involve me in it.
Yeah, my husband used to play guitar all the time.
Really?
He came from Kentucky.
What part of Kentucky?
Louisville.
Okay.
And
I'm from
it's-
Kentucky.
Are you?
Yeah.
What part?
I'm from back in eastern Kentucky, really close to the Virginia and West Virginia line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soon as he came down here, Jack Clement's the one that brought him down here.
Yeah.
And they were both in the service together, and it was time for them to go separate ways or go together.
Yeah.
And Jack says, I'm going into the music business, and my husband says, well, I'm going into the art business, and he said, well, you're gonna starve. So, anyway, Jack brought us down here to draw pictures.
Yeah.
You know, but we ended up getting out of under him and bought an old house and converted to a office, and it just really turned out great once he got out on his own. And Bill Hall was real good with taking care of us too, but he did
I
a
knew-
lot of album covers, and we traveled with Conway Twitty
Yeah.
and Loretta Lynn.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
Conway Twitty, God, I love that man. Oh,
Me too.
that was sad.
Yes. You know, I really liked some work that you probably ran into a person by the name of Jim McGuire.
Oh, God, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
It's been many, many years ago. I'm telling my age now, but I had a chance to be around him on some projects that I was involved with, and wasn't my pictures, but it was others. My brother, Don Rigsby, had a picture shot with him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we did a lot of CMA awards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They were fun.
Yeah.
My dad knows Dolly.
Excuse me?
My dad knows Dolly Parton.
Oh, Dolly Parton? Yeah.
Yeah, you met them
I
all.
love her.
Yeah, we love
It's
Dolly.
right here on the forehead by her.
Oh.
We love Dolly Parton.
He had, once he came down here, he wouldn't play guitar anymore because he went into Jan Atkins' office. And he says, "Herb, pick up a guitar." And he says, no way I'm picking up a guitar. I will not pick up one again. He never did.
Oh, my.
But he had a Martin, 1936 Martin.
Mm. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Still have it?
No, he passed. And
my nephew Cameron got one of his guitars.
Yeah, Chet Atkins gave Daddy a guitar.
Okay.
And, my, grandson Otis wants the music.
Okay.
And right before he died, he said, son, he says, Mary, go into the closet and get those guitars. And I said, well, which one? And he says, not mine. I ain't gonna give mine away. And so he said, get this other one. So I got it, and of course he says, who's Chet Atkins? I thought, oh boy.
Oh, wow.
You need to know who Chet is. So I sent him a tape down to Texas. But also they had a big write-up in the paper about him.
Oh, that's cool.
So I cut that out and set it down, and I said, that's whose guitar you're playing with right now. He said, oh man, that's really cool. I said, yes, this is very, very cool for you to have something like this.
Oh my, yeah. Yeah,
So
well,
I was pleased he gave it to him.
I never really had the chance to get to know Chet Atkins, but I've been around him.
Wonderful, wonderful person. Wonderful person.
Are we ready to come?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt, but I know that we're running out
Yep.
of time.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
well, y'all want to hear one more song? Well, I'm going to give you an option. I love Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Dolly Parton. Which one?
Patsy Cline.
So like I said, we're going to do 2 songs. And we'll start with Loretta Lynn, and we'll do You Ain't Woman Enough right there in G. Kind of peppy. You like that song? You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man? Okay.
That right?
That's it. Pick it up a little bit. You've come to tell me something. You say I ought to know that he don't love me anymore, and I'll have to let him go. You say you're gonna take him, oh, but I don't think you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you can buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. Sometimes a man's caught looking at things that they don't need. He took a second look at you, but he's in love with me. Well, I don't know where that leaves you, oh, but I know where I stand. And you ain't woman enough to take my man. 'Cause women like you, they're a dime a dozen, you can buy them anywhere. For you to get to him, I'd have to move over, and I'm gonna stand right here. It'll be over my dead body, so get out while you can, 'cause you ain't woman enough to take my man. No, you ain't woman enough to take my man. And then the Patsy Cline. Those are 2 of my heroes, big ones. Yeah, a little Walking After Midnight. I do a little different than she did, but anybody would. Nobody can sing like Patsy Cline. So,
You know Sweet Dreams?
I do,
Let her do this one.
but he don't, and he will. You know, we'll have to talk about that on the way home, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. We haven't ever done that together, but I used to sing that. But I'll do it for you next time, I promise. Okay.
Thank you.
For my friend Zach right there. The hat and the jacket. See how I remembered? Couldn't remember his name earlier. I'm ready. He wants me to hush now and sing. Walking After Midnight. Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Nope, just kidding.
Okay. it is.
One more time for me.
All right. I go walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the night turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the night turns gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. Oh, I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching